I'm the best in the world.
Oh my word! We are seeing a man who believes he can win.
He has the potential to become the next Phil Taylor. Yes! Lewis has done it!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Barclaycard Arena here in the great city of Birmingham. Week 13 of the Betway Premier League Darts. We're coming to you live on Sky Sports. It's all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. Let's welcome back the players. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, a two-time back-to-back champion of the world. Jackpot! Adrian gentlemen, let's welcome back the current world #1. He's top of the league. He's a reigning and defending two-time Betway Premier League Darts champion. And ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the reigning two-time champion of the world, Michael van
Pressure time on Michael van Gerwen if he wants to win the league. Pressure time on Adrian Lewis if he's to make it into the playoffs. He faces Van Gerwen tonight, right next week, and Taylor the weekend after, or the week after, Thursday night after. It's the toughest of run-ins for Adrian Lewis.
Yes, and that's what makes that loss against James Wade even more harder for him. I mean, the potential of this game here is incredible. Two of the rawest talents in the world of darts have probably ever seen. However, Lewis needs a win. You can be sure that Taylor Anderson and Barneveld will be hoping that Michael van Gerwen wins this, because it'll push Adrian Lewis out of that third and fourth spot, really.
Just looking at that table, it's a fascinating run into the end of the season.
It is. I mean, and when you get into the business end of any tournament, that's when mistakes are made. That's when the extra pressure's on. And we've seen it a couple of times this evening. Dave Chisnell having darts to beat Michael van Gerwen. And it's going to happen in this game as well. It's going to be missed doubles. And Adrian Lewis mustn't be the one that does that.
Rod's heading into commentary where he's joining Rod Stud. Rod.
Yeah, thanks Dave, yes. Fitting finale to the Arrows action here in Birmingham. Michael van Gerwen still top of the table after the draw against Dave Chisnell, but Peter Wright closing up to within a solitary point as Van Gerwen opens up with a max. And Lewis, well, he's got plenty of work to do now, hasn't he, after that defeat. He now finds himself a couple of points off the playoff places, as Rod and Dave were just saying.
96.
Well, no maximums, Rod, in the Lewis-Wade game. It took one visit from MVG to rectify that. In this final match of the evening, I think we'll see some fireworks in this one, don't you?
Yes, I think we're going to, and actually missed that because I was walking to the comms box. That's how quick it was. Yes, and as I said over there, I mean, you know, you've got the likes of Anderson, Barneveld and Taylor want Michael van Gerwen to win this, because it literally pushes Adrian Lewis further away from that third and fourth spot. But Adrian Lewis will have something to say about this, but he needs to up his game from that match against James Wade. He just was not scoring heavy enough.
171.
I'll tell you what, that is supreme. 3 treble 19s to leave double 8 after a dozen darts. The big man means business.
Michael van 16.
Does he ever? 13 darter, unlucky for Adrian Lewis.
Second leg, Michael with
a little smile from Jackpot, because he knows and we know that there's not much you can do about that.
57.
No, it's not something Adrian Lewis wants to see. He knows that Van Gerwen didn't play that well against Chisnall. It's not very often you're going to see Van Gerwen play 2 bad games on the same evening. However, we know that Aid's been playing well for about 6 weeks. That's number 2 from Michael van Gerwen. The second leg is under the 16 average. He has set his stall out.
87.
And Lewis has got to reply, and reply very quickly.
Here's a reply.
140.
Still looking for his first maximum of the evening, and he's in his 13th leg. He'd have got long odds against that, that's for sure.
174.
A superb setup from Michael van Gerwen. Looks like another 13 dart leg. 13 darts it is. At the moment, Michael van Gerwen making no mistakes. And really is taking the game to Adrian Lewis. And now Adi cannot afford to go 3-0 down. He was 3-0 down to Dave Chisnall last week. Ended up losing the match. But 3-0 down to Michael van Gerwen. You could be on a hiding.
Yeah, already a very, very important leg for Adrian Lewis on throw here. Having been broken in leg 1, the hold from van Gerwen.
54.
Looking to take complete and utter control within 5 minutes of the match starting. Like this. Brilliant.
180.
You say punish the mistakes of your opponent, and he's certainly punished him there.
140.
Van Gerwen's going to get 6 darts from here.
135.
Well, it is the great mystery of any sport why players play at one level
60.
1 hour and then an hour and a half later play completely different. Van Gerwen averaging 101 in his first match, as he goes out again, this time in 11 darts, averaging 102 in his first match, and thereabouts, averaging 122 in this one, and he's gone 13-13-11, Rodney.
Absolutely ruthless.
140.
Absolute. I mean, this is an incredible display. We see him, was it 123 average? We've seen
59.
118 average, he followed that. And at the moment, and we say, you know, 80 can't do anything about it, but 80's average of 85 is nowhere near where it should be. You know, with his ability, with his scoring power. He's only hit 2 140s, he's not hit a 180, or is this his first one?
121.
He's sloppy down that. There's no errors in this match, there can't be.
100.
Still, he can't find the 180, but he does find 2 big trebles to give himself a chance. But the setups from van Gerwen in the first 3 legs, supreme.
96.
this time a little chink of light for Lewis.
You're exactly right, but Adie's got to make sure. Yeah, that's a great setup. Let's put some pressure on, but the way Van Gerwen's playing, you fancy him to have one dart at the double. 16s for double top for a 108. And that's the chance that Adrian Lewis needs. It is a breaker throw. 16 for tops. That double top was so far off the mark. I think that was an inch low.
It was, wasn't it? This could be 4-0, and it is. So even off the back of this dart at double, Van Gerwen gets a second chance and takes it and goes 4-0 up. This is ominous. Very ominous.
Taylor was 4-0 down and rolled off 7 legs, but
it's not a strategy you'd recommend, is it?
No, it isn't. No, not at all. No, get 4-0 up and then see what you can do. But the problem with Adie now, as this game goes on, he's going to start enter his head. He's 7-0, 7-0. I don't want to be embarrassed. And all of a sudden, instead of just trying to stay focused, you're all over the place. Your mindset is not where it should be. And then the darts will even go further downhill.
Van Gerwen has whitewashed Phil Taylor and James Wade in the Premier League. And he's threatening to add Adrian Lewis to that list.
Well, he's having chances, but he's just not taking them. You know, you're not going to beat Michael van Gerwen. Well, he wants the bullseye now, Van Gerwen. Well, Adie's going to get a chance, but from where he was to leave only 1-2-6, he's just leaving too much of a task. Double 6 now for Adie. It's unlucky. Unlucky. He's not going to win against this man at the moment.
And that is 5-0. He has the darts in the necks, and it could come down to the 7th leg for Lewis to avoid the whitewash. And let's make another point here, Ron. Losing is one thing, but losing 7-0, 7-1 is going to absolutely destroy his leg difference and really destroy his chances of playing at the O2.
121. Well, we've seen other players, especially Dave Chisnell, when he's had double headers, he's been winning them. This evening before Adie got here, he's probably thinking, if I get 4 points or even 3, I really have given myself a chance to be at the O2. All of a sudden, the night started off pretty awful, really. He would have fancied his chances against James Wade, especially the way Adie's been playing for the last 6 weeks. Although he lost to Chisnell last week, his performance was still pretty good.
99.
Well, if he loses, as it seems almost certainly will, he'll be 2 points behind the 4th place man, which is currently Phil Taylor, but his difference of legs is going south at a rate of knots here. Adrian Lewis could end up with 10 legs to make up on Phil Taylor. He will have 2 weeks to do it. He'll have 2 points to make up as well, but this has been a catastrophic night for Jackpot. Double 19 to stop the rot.
77. Michael 72.
That's the problem. Single darts at the double under pressure is not any good when Michael van Gerwen is in this mood. Another clean kill. That makes him 6-0 up against Adrian Lewis. 111 average.
41.
Unbelievable display here from Van Gerwen.
Well, if he wins this leg, Michael van Gerwen, and completes the whitewash, it will be the 8th time it has happened in the Premier League. It will be the 3rd time he has achieved it personally. And Adrian Lewis will add his name to the Hall of Shame. Thornton, 54. Wade, Taylor, Whitlock, Jenkins, and almost inevitably Marden. Good evening, Wade.
59.
It's a horrible feeling, Rod, isn't it? You know, to be up there, you know, trying to stave off what for a pro player is a humiliation of a whitewash, isn't it?
It is, and it's tough when you've got someone, you know, as well as what Michael van Gerwen's playing. Over the 111 average, he has not let up. One time he was up at 120 odd. But like I said, Adie always been having his odd darts at a double,
66. And
he's been wayward on his scoring. A lot of darts have been low. That shows frustration and fatigue. Van Gerwen absolutely set this up perfectly. He's going to come back to the board with 3 clear darts at the double, and all Adi can do is hope that Van Gerwen misses.
The chances of that are slim. And now they're none, and Michael van Gerwen completes his 3rd whitewash in the Premier League to pull 3 points clear at the top of the pile here in Birmingham. A body blow to Adrian Lewis's qualification hopes as he loses twice on the night, and that whitewash could finish off his chances of a place at the O2. But MVG goes top.
Some performance from Michael van Gerwen. A 7-0 whitewash. He loved it, didn't he? Every minute of it. 70% on the doubles, 110.753 to average. 3 180s. Lewis couldn't live with him. Fantastic display from Michael van Gerwen. Earlier in the night, James Wade beat Adrian Lewis 7-4. It's been a terrible night for Adrian Lewis. Dave Chisnell 6 apiece with van Gerwen. Taylor going down 7-3 to Peter Snake by right. Anderson 105.473 to average in a 7-4 victory over Barney. And look at that, 7-0 van Gerwen over Lewis. Table looks like this: Michael van Gerwen and Peter Snake by right heading to the O2. Gary Anderson in 3rd place, Taylor in 4th. Let's hear from Michael van Gerwen now, talking to Rod Studd.
Michael, well done. It's been a pretty good night in the end for you. Come back there in your first game to get a point and then a whitewash. They're very special when you can whitewash a top pro like Adrian Lewis.
Of course, especially after the display I had early on. I wasn't good in that game. I still play okay, but not fantastic. It's extra good that you can do something like this. And yeah, I played well, my finishing was there, and I think I played a really good game, and I also think I deserve to win 7-0 here.
An average of 111 in that match. What was the difference? What did you do in between? Or was it just one of those things you just came out and you just felt good?
I know one thing, I was only 1 point in front, so I want to give myself a little bit more comfortable way into next week, and now I'm 3 points ahead, and I feel good. I want to win this table like the other 4 years, and I feel good, and it feels amazing to win 7-0 because it didn't happen before in this Premier League yet.
It's happened for you in the Premier League in the past. That's the 3rd time, and when you consider Phil Taylor and James Wade and Adrian Lewis, that's 3 very good players to whitewash.
Yeah, that's correct. I did it a few times before, so it was I never beat Adrian 7-0, so yeah, it was I think a good end of the night. I'm happy with my 3 points tonight, and I think I play well over here. It gives me a lot of good confidence, and I feel good.
Next week, if you win next week, you will definitely finish top with a week to spare. That's the target for you now, isn't it?
That's a good feeling, isn't it? Now, of course, I need a point might be enough, but I don't want to rely on other results. I want to do something myself, and I want to do well and make sure I'm going to be top of the table. So I need a win. I need 2 points, and I'm going to have 2 tough opponents, but I'm up for it.
Good, I'm sure you are. We'll see you in Sheffield next week. Another thrilling evening's entertainment. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant display from Michael van Gerwen, 7-0 over Adrian Lewis. Reaction to the Manchester derby right now on Sky Sports News HQ. Man City, Man United reaction plus the build-up to the Anthony Joshua fight against Klitschko. That's on Sky Sports News HQ right now.